Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shay. Today's pick a card reading is going to be on your future partner and any details you need to know about them, as well as any messages they may have for you. Now, I do not like to read time and tarot because your journey is completely 100% up to you, but I do have a new time oracle deck to maybe get some ideas on when you may meet this person just for fun. So with that, we're going to go ahead and hop right into picking your cards. To pick a card, allow yourself to relax for up to 30 seconds. Make sure to choose a card with your heart and not your eyes, as your eyes can be deceiving in this case. You can also ask your spiritual guides and ancestors to help you pick a card or cards for you, because there may be more than one. And with that, I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to pick your card, and then we'll hop in. Hey, file number one, welcome to your reading about your future partner and anything you need to know and what they have to tell you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and actually start with these tarot cards first. So first out the deck is the Two of Fire, the Ace of Air, the Air Element, the Village, the Fire Element, and that's in reverse to the Devil. Child, I almost said the Capricorn. Sorry, Capricorn. And the Sun. And them Undines and Mermaid in reverse. Okay, Undines and Mermaids. See, y'all, I can't talk. Pile number one, I don't know if y'all heard my background. Just know it was a lot of noise going on, and like the building was shaking and everything, child. But just know that there is a lot of, there's like a little pow between you two, almost like a little Big Bang theory. There may be a lot of passion in this relationship. Now, the Village is a card of kind of like the Tower, if you know anything about tarot. So there is like a lot of mess, a lot of chaos, a lot of like things falling apart so that they can come together. I'll get more into that later, but I do feel like there is a lot of passion with this connection. One of you could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. One of you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Does not have to be, but I do feel like this is a relationship that has a level of compatibility to it. So whether you both are like to talk a lot, or both of you are very energetic, or both of you kind of have honestly chaos energy with this Village here, and that doesn't necessarily mean anything bad, just more so like you like to be on the go. You may like to travel. You may like to, I feel like there's a lot of busyness in this relationship, because when air and fire hit, it's just more fire and fun. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of the connection you have with this person. You may have great communication. I wouldn't be surprised if you bonded over a passion. So if you guys are both into a certain sport or a certain thing, I don't know, both of you like clothes, like something of that nature that you both can relate on. So that may actually be how you end up meeting, or how you end up coming into each other's circle, is having a similar interest. And that creates conversation. I wouldn't be surprised if you both had really good conversations together, just in general. Both of you like, I don't want to say both of you like to talk, more than that it's easy to talk. It's easy to get on the same page because you share a lot of the same interests. And then with this Ace of Air, that just confirms it. You guys may come up with a lot of ideas together and just get to rambling about like this and that, and like what you like, what you don't like. It's almost like an immediate mental connection between you two. Which is why I feel like this could be school. This could even be just an idea exchange. Like for some reason I'm picturing like not even just work. Let's say you have some sort of like business that you're running. I'm thinking of something more like podcasty or something like that. You got a podcast, you got a show, and that person comes on that show, or that some person works on that show with you, or that person comes along with the guest that you have, in the event to help them get prepared or get together. That's kind of how you end up meeting each other. It seems like you guys come together in order to bring your heads together to do something else. And then you realize like, oh, I kind of like this guy. And there's just a lot of success and a lot of like, honestly, a genuine attraction. You honestly can bring each other a lot of joy. But I do have to address the elephant in the room. There are a lot of concerning cards. Now, I will say, like I said, there is a lot of passion. And with this devil card, that does confirm to me that there is a lot of like sensual things going on. You guys may really be attracted to each other physically. There is a tendency to indulge. So I can see a couple who gets together and like they kind of stop doing the rest of their responsibilities because they're so consumed with this relationship, which is a beautiful thing because obviously, you know, you guys have that type of vibe and you want to spend all your time together. But also kind of like I could see the rest of everything kind of falling away because you're so consumed with each other. So that is a thing. I did hear very clearly upon pulling your cards, pile number one, that this person or maybe you really struggles with communication when there are issues. So if something goes wrong or if you're having like a bad day, or if you guys are having a bad day, like if there's an argument, I feel like it's a tough time communicating at first. Just simply because both of you are very similar. So it's a tendency to kind of want to be right or want to be on top of things. So there may be a little bit of a barrier there. Again, if one of you is a fire sign, it doesn't have to be, but one of you may have a tendency to try to dominate a situation, and one of you may have a tendency to just kind of run away from things that are uncomfortable. So that's obviously not compatible because you have one person that's like, and the other person so I feel like that is an issue, and that does cause a lot of blow-ups. Now, if this is not between you two, this also could be this person's just not having it as together as it seems. That's another message that I have been wanting to say as well, is that they may not even be in a position to be in a relationship with you right now. I wouldn't even be surprised if you weren't quite ready to be in a relationship right now. You may want one or desire one, especially with them, but it's not seeming to be the time. So that's the biggest issue right now, is that it's just not the time for you guys. But I feel like for some of you, you may already know this person and you just may not have a clue that it's going to lead in that direction later. Right now, not right now, because with this Undines and Mermaids, it's all about tough communications and not being able to be on the same page as this person. Again, this person is somebody you speak well with. When you guys are good, you guys are good. It's those times where you can't communicate about something that creates a little bit of a divide. So it's always about trying to get on the same page. And I know we're looking for like positives about our person, so I'm sorry if this disappoints you or irritates you at all, but I'm just telling you what's here. I'm telling you what's real. Like, this is a real individual, a real person that we are speaking about. So they just may have an issue with communication. They may have a tendency to get a little cold. And kind of shut things down, or like my way or the highway a situation. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and clarify this relationship and just see what's going on here. What else does pile number one need to know about their future partner? What else do they need to know about them? What messages do you have for pile number one about their future partner? Friend zoned. What else do they need to know about their future partner? Why? And one more. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm laughing in a minute. And I'm so sorry if you hear that knocking in the background. What else does pile number one need to know about their future partner? What else do they need to know about their future partner? Woo! I'm not gonna keep them all, but I do want to note, sweetheart, it's a plan, came out last. Okay, and then there's also Wicked, Bride, and Rocking It. Okay. So those cards just let me know with friend zone. First of all, you guys are going to be friends first. If you have been looking for a relationship where you start out as friends, this is definitely it. Like I said, you may not even be paying this person any attention. Even if you have a liking for them, you may not even be like lining them up to be the person that you would be in a relationship with for whatever reason. Whether it's because you work together, it's because if it's just because you just value the friendship more than you value the vibe, there's something that kind of friend zones you. Maybe one of you friend zones each other. immediately, and you're kind of like, not this person, they get on my nerves. Because honestly, they get on your nerves. And they may get on your nerves, you might get on their nerves, vice versa. But I don't think this is in a bad way. I think it's more so growing pains. Like I said, one person is just the opposite of the other. Everything works out except for this one inability to communicate. So once you guys get over that hump, then you're able to like get into the happy parts of your relationship. You know what I mean? But it's that initial communication factor, and like who you two choose to be when it comes to conflict or issues. Getting on the same page with each other in that regard is really going to be helpful. So they're going to be a sweetie. For some of you, this is someone that you dealt with before, and I don't really get a heavy relationship from this, and I don't get an ex. I more so get someone who you like them and they didn't like you, or y'all did like each other but they weren't quite ready and prepared to be in a relationship yet, something of that nature. But I don't get like a serious they played you to the left kind of thing, and it quite possibly could be with the village, but I do think that there was something going on there for some of you where it just didn't quite work out at first with this friend zone, but they end up being super romantic and end up being a sweetheart. Like this person gives me very much hard shell that you have to like crack open, but once you crack it, like the person of your dreams. And then we have it's a plan. Okay, so getting asked out on dates, text messages. Like I said, there is a lot of communication. There's a lot of talking in this relationship, which is great. I just heard very clearly that it's going to be hard to make plans for a while, but there will be a plan. So you may not feel like there's a plan, but there will be a plan. Okay. And this wicked lines up with the devil. I wanted to talk about this right quick. Remember when I said earlier that this person may not have it all together the way that they say? Just be careful about that. And that also could cause the falling apart as well, because you end up really figuring out like, oh, you're not who you said you were. Like why did you pretend like you had it together so you could get me to like you, or vice versa? For somebody like very specific, that's for you. Yeah, but be careful about that. I am going to say this. It's for a very small pile of you, amount of you rather. For some of you, this relationship is not going to, it's going to start positively. There's going to be some mess in the middle, and then it's going to end positively. I'm not going to lie and sit here and say this person is a great, perfect person, because they're not. I do really get that for some of you, this is going to be a little bit of a tumultuous relationship for a little bit because of the opposite ways that you guys think. When you both come to, it ends up being what it's supposed to be. But that communication factor, big fucking deal. So I pulled a card for what they need you to know, anything they want to tell you. And it says patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order, as it should, right? Okay. That's self-explanatory. I obviously feel a strong message to tell you to be patient. Just in general, be patient with them, be patient with your journey, and stop trying to rush to find them. But also very specifically, be patient with this. Now, I am not a believer. I am not a reader that's gonna sit up here and tell you to be with somebody who you know is toxic. If it feels toxic it is. I would even say even a person that you know is a great person, sometimes it's not your job to fix them or like wait out their negativity. Sometimes there does need to be some space before you can come back together. Sometimes you do need to be friends until you can come back together and have it together, you know, in a positive way. Like I said, you may have to friend zone them, or they may have to friend zone you, so that you can come back together at a later time when it's more healthy. So it is a level of patience. Like they do want you to have patience with them, but not, if they're toxic, they're toxic. Okay? Listen to me. If they're toxic, they are toxic. But if this is a person who just has a small little thing, or maybe their life is out of whack because they moved, or maybe they just went through something really, really hard and they're not in the right headspace. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's just like, okay, I hear you. I'm gonna take a step back so that we don't ruin anything, and then we'll come back to it later. So I get a strong message from that. But in general, just wait, just be patient. Don't try to force a relationship out of them so quickly until you know more about them. Okay, so I'm going to do our time oracle to close this out, just to see when you may meet this person. Please take this with a grain of salt. I do not like to read time in tarot, as you are in charge of your life. This could change tomorrow, okay? But December, okay? And then the other card that popped out was a year from now. So you could meet this person in December this year, because I mean it's January, but you can also possibly meet this person a year from whatever time you end up viewing this reading. And I just heard very clearly for it could be a year from now, you're in the happy spot that you're in with this person. So like I said, you already might know them, but in a year from now, you may already happily be in a relationship with them and it may not be a big deal. Okay, my love, thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye. Hey, pal number 2, welcome to your reading about your future partner and any messages they may have for you right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these tarot cards. I'm going to put this oracle to the side. So we have 7 of Fire. And then we also have the 2 of Air. You have the 9 of Earth, the Ace of Fire, Zapana, 5 of Water, had a little check, y'all, and the Outcast. And I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all one more because I didn't know that we was uneven out here in these streets. So one more card clarifying. What does card number 2 need to know about their future partner? Thank you. 2 of Earth. That's so interesting how that just flipped out. Okay. Very determined person. Very, if nothing else, they appear very self-confident. If nothing else, this is a very self-confident person. They may even bring a level of stability to your life. And vice versa. This could be either or. But there's some sort of like certainty about it, about this person. They want to lead. They want to be in a happy relationship. They want to, you know, move forward in a progressive direction in their life overall. But I'll be honest and say that there is a little bit of needing a little bit of healing. If I'm being honest, I don't know. This person could have left, one of you could have left a relationship before or felt like they lost it all at one point. And not even just lost it all, but like just felt like they were alone, felt like they were ostracized. They have family issues. You know, there's something was going on with their stability at one point in life. I don't think, part of me feels like this is something that you have to endure with them, but part of me also feels like this is something that happened with them prior to meeting you. But it plays such an integral part in your relationship that it's like you can't even avoid it. So whether it's, I don't necessarily want to call it trauma, but I just feel like they have a certain way of viewing the world that affects your relationship overall. It's something that you have to work with. And in some ways, it's a good thing where they've overcome it and they've said, well, this happened to me when I was at this age, so I'm not letting this happen in my relationship. I'm going to be happy. We're going to be happy. We're going to be good. I'm going to lead. We're going to be balanced. Like, it's that kind of thing. But then on the other hand, there is this sense of not feeling like they've ever had enough. Maybe not feeling like they've had a family, or not feeling like they've ever had enough money, or they feel like they're always like trying to catch up. Something of that going on. I know this doesn't sound like the most positive reading, but this is what you need to know about this person. These are details that this person has going on. But on the bright side, there is this level of love and communication that's really, really good mentally between you two. You guys know how to talk. There's a lot of loyalty here with this relationship. Even I just thought about Leo, the lion, with this 2 of air here. There's a lot of loyalty here. There's a lot of mutual respect here for one another. Maybe that's something that they kind of automatically foster in your relationship, is a level of loyalty, respect, you know, having the same feelings of you and having the same, I think you guys have the same vision of a future. It's kind of what I'm picking up. Like, okay, this is what happened to me before, or this is what happened to you before. Moving forward, we don't want that. We want something completely different, which is a beautiful energy. If there is some sort of resource trouble with this person, like as far as not having enough, or feeling like they have enough money, or feeling like they have enough access to something, or feeling like they don't have enough family, whatever, this relationship kind of balances everything out. You guys figure it out together. I get very much like we help each other come to at some point. I feel like you more specifically, but maybe also them, one of you ends up being the one to kind of really keep the other one from kind of like going over the hill about something. Whether it's through therapy, whether it is just listening to each other, whether it is being, the healing love that is needed. I get a very "you saved me" kind of energy from one of you. Again, healing comes up a lot with Zapana, but also this could be just one of you ends up going to therapy for the issues, or one of you ends up using the past hurt to actually heal each other within the relationship, which is very wonderful. Like, I do get, there's a lot of empathy here. I'll be honest, a lot of empathy here. And I also want to mention that this person may have issues with their like joints and bones, and like maybe their back, or like stuff like that. Like, they may have a lot of physical issues going on. That's all I'm saying for these cards. So let's go ahead and pull from our love deck just to clarify the situation. So what else does pile number 2 need to know about their future partner? Make it clear. Thank you. Looking closely. Teasing. Oh. The screw. And girl with the popcorn. Okay. So I do want to mention with teasing, there is this very cute energy between you two. You guys may have a tendency to tease each other or create jokes, which is, I think, what makes the like mentality strong, is like the laughter, and just kind of always, like, I keep getting like a running inside joke between you two as a couple. I don't know how to explain that. Like, it's just very cute. It's very like chasing you around the house, tickling you kind of thing. Like, it's kind of cute. There's always this need to tease and flirt with each other. They do have a little bit of an indulgence, and there may be another pile that you need to consider, but they do have there's something that they keep buying. There's something that they keep on getting into, and that may cause an issue again with this lack of resources. Oh, this is a real reading, okay? This person may have a tendency to really spend their cash, like, or spend y'all's cash, so, or in something, or maybe they overindulge in something. I don't know, because I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but there's this sense of they like something a lot, and they spend a lot of money on it, and that may cause issues and like kind of make it bigger than what it is, because they don't really know have control over that issue. So it may be something that you keep on having to remind them of, or kind of like, hey, can you stop doing this thing? Or you're doing this thing and it's causing an issue, or you're doing this thing and it's okay, but like, can you do a little less of it? There's this thing that kind of gets big. I wouldn't say that they have a temper with the screw, because I don't want you guys to get, the screw is kind of like somebody leaving or having to tell someone off, getting shafted. Y'all know what that means, and being not interested. But I do get this feeling like they may have a tendency to run away from issues. Like, they need to cool off often, if that makes any sense. So if you guys get into any type of issue, they may like need to go like run away from the situation, or disappear, but not in a I don't want to communicate you type of way. It's almost like it's unexpected. It's like something that you're like, okay, we're having this discussion, and then you get upset, and now I got to figure out what's wrong with you. So I feel like one of you may often have to like come and be like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But also I feel the need to say, like, again, with that empathy, understanding where they came from, or where you came from. That's going to be the biggest thing, because the more you guys understand each other in that regard, the easier it'll be to overcome these ups and downs. I don't think that this is a bad person or bad relationship. I just think there's a lot of like ebbs and flows, and the best way to do that is just to sit with each other through this healing. So it's really beautiful and sweet in that way. But I think there's times where it's like, what is going on with this person? Okay, so let's see what they want to tell you. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And that's on period. What I heard strongly was, imagine what we could be. I heard that very, very strongly. Imagine what we could be if we just, you fill in the blank. If we just waited, if we just tried, if we just, you know what I mean? Like, see what we could be. But also what you can create together. and what you can really make happen. Some of you may end up wanting to have a child out of this situation. And also needing a creative outlet, because I just realized Leo was here. Leo also always represents the creative aspects. So maybe there's an outlet that one of you needs. One of you needs an outlet, or you need an outlet. And also, ooh, never mind. It just came to me so hard. They want you to hold on to their potential. So, wait with me now. This is in no way telling you to settle. This person feels as though, will feel maybe, that they're working through some things and they want you to see the vision moving forward. Don't get always so caught up on the now. See the vision moving forward. See what we can do over time. No, I might not be the richest man in the world, but man, watch what I can create. No, I might not be the most rich person in the world, or I might not be the most whatever person in the world, but give me a little time. This person is very sweet. Very, very sweet. But whatever they struggle with sometimes can overpower things. So keeping up that imagination, keeping that creativity moving forward, okay? Like what could you be if you just both tried? So let's see if we can figure out like when you may meet this person, or if you're already in a relationship. I think for some of you, you are in this relationship. This is either something you've been in for a while, or you completely don't know each other. It's like complete opposites. Clarity. What messages do you have for pile number 2 about this relationship? When this relationship coming past? When will this relationship come past? When will they meet this person? Thank you. There's a delay. And this one's April. Clarifying that. That's what I need to know about this person. Do more research. And then the 25th through the 31st, okay? So that's pretty freaking specific. But there is a delay. Now, this could be in April, but look, it may not be this April. It could be next April. It could be the April after that. So don't hold on to time, because I don't like to read time in tarot. This is just for fun. But April, between these times, 25th through the 31st, do more research, and there's a delay. So there's kind of like a take your time. And again, looking closely comes up as well. So either you need to do more looking into this relationship, looking into this person. If for those who are already in it, take your time unraveling everything in this relationship, just seeing what's going on. For a lot of you, it's also just being more patient and waiting for this relationship to come in, and not like if you feel like it's hard to find someone right now, it's a delay just simply because of whatever is going on in your life right now. It's just going to take a little more time. Okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. So I'm going to save this for later, and I'm going to go ahead and hop right into your tarot. So Iansa is first card out in all of her glory. Yemaya. Eleba, 5 of air, 3 of fire, 10 of earth, 3 of water, 8 of fire. Okay, so this person is coming in hot. I ain't gonna lie to you. With the Iansa and the 8 of fire, gives me very much so quick energy. This person may be very determined. This person may be very tough. And not in a bad way. I just think that their confidence is probably what's gonna make you the most attracted to them. It's just how they move about the world. They're sure of themselves. They know what they want. They know what they don't want. This also could be your energy as well. But that kind of brings you together, is their sense of like, I know who I am and this is what I'm about to do. This eight of fire also talks about just an unexpected kind of love thing. Maybe they just send you a DM and they're like, hey, you cute. what's to it? Like, you know, whatever. Like, they're just very, very direct and kind of in your face. For some of you, it's a little lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. For some of you, it's a lot. Because they may be just very intense, and it may be energy that you're not used to, but it ultimately ends up being something that you're attracted to. Again, this could be vice versa as well. With this 3 of fire, kind of same energy. There is an expansion energy here. So this may be someone who is, yes, a partner in crime to a degree. I don't really get that this is someone that you will be working with, but it's quite possible with Eleba. I get that they just may have a lot of connections or be very, career oriented. This may be someone who they be working, okay? They be working on a job, they be working on a career, they be working on like themselves, like whatever they are interested in, they put their foot in it, okay? And for some of you, this person is very successful. They are very successful, like at whatever they're doing, they are killing the game. And this is not just talking about finances. Like I said, if this is, for some reason I keep picturing somebody who's like into social media, or they have like some type of business and like they're all about it, and their work is paying off. Like you can see it in their life. Like that's kind of what I'm picturing. Again, they may be very well connected. There's a lot of 3s here. So they may be very well connected. They may have very good friendships or relationships, or for some of you very specifically, they may seem like they have a lot of friendships and connections, but those relationships are strained, but not necessarily because of them. Not necessarily because of them. For some of you, it is. It's because of them, because they say what they mean, and that be hurting people's feelings. But for others of you, this is a person who, like, their friendships are not close or deep. They just know a lot of people, or like I said, the work that they do introduces them to a lot of people, but they haven't necessarily spent time with those people, that kind of thing. I don't think that's something that you'll know right off bat. It's more so something that you'll learn in due time, that they have a lot of strange relationships, but otherwise very career oriented person. And this people thing that they have going on definitely shows with Yemaya as well, because she's very much so humanitarian. She's very giving. She's very, you know, giving you all the abundance, all the love, very motherly energy as well. And with this being two women, also understand that masculine and feminine energy, with feminine energy, it does not mean, it's not the opposite of male. We all have a little bit of both. I feel as though this person is more of a nurturer. This person is more of a caring individual. They like to take care of people, or they like to take care of situations. You know what I mean? But this person, that soft side, I feel like it's not the typical soft side. Like they do things for people, but it's not necessarily like I lay down everything that I have and I give everything I have and I water everybody's plants. It's not that kind of thing, but they are very concerned with like humanity and how do we get everybody to the next level, and what's this, what's that. Like they're trying to elevate, if that makes any sense. But they're not necessarily babying humanity, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like there are nurturers sometimes can be like, oh, I'm gonna love on you, and they do, but they just do it in a more powerful way, which is again causes strain in the relationship. And I see that with 5 of air. This person can be very competitive, and that could cause a lot of issues for them, or a lot of people who I just heard very clearly that they're sharp at the tongue. So that may cause a lot of people to have issues with them, or that may cause a lot of, not fights, but like people cutting their eyes at them because of something they said or something that they did. But like they can't be mad at them because these are very, you know, nice people, and they did this and they did that for them, but there is a level of that. I also get 2 more things from this card. With 5 of air, there is also, sometimes they're moving so fast and doing so much that they're not really auditing the things going on around them. They're not really paying attention to like the things that they say, the things that they do when they're burning out. Like they have a tendency to just be really unaware of their environment, and they need to do better about that. And like I said, they are sharp at the tongue. So there is also a sense of, I wouldn't be surprised if this person has a tendency to push you away when you guys are trying to get involved as well, because they're trying to protect themselves because of whatever else that they've been. They have a defensive side to them. That's for sure. They have a way of being very, very distant in that way. With this 10 of Earth card, this does talk about like loss of savings or things of that nature. I don't think this person struggles with money. What I do think this person struggles with is just being very, very concerned with career, like I spoke about earlier. And sometimes they don't know when they're burning out. They don't know when they need to quit. Like they just keep. And I think that may be a pinnacle of an issue between your relationship is their career, because they don't really know when to stop, or they don't really know when to stop giving. Like I said, this is a different type of give. So they may still do things for people despite the fact that they're burnt out. And then that may reflect poorly in your relationship. And again, this could be you as well. But there's a lot. I know, it's so funny because I know that you probably are looking for like more of what the relationship will be like. But I think that this is such a big part of your relationship that it's something that you have to overcome together. Like, I don't think the connection itself is a problem. I think you guys probably really do get along well. You probably admire them, vice versa. They're very unexpected. They're probably very spontaneous and fun and smart. But this kind of like overshadows your relationship a lot. Not in a negative way, just something you're always talking about. So clarity, what does pile number 3 need to know about their future partner? What else do they need to know about their future partner? The document. Gratuity. Blowing bubbles. And then let's get one more for good measure. One more card. What does pile number 3 need to know about their future partner? What does pile number 3 need to know about their future partner? Thank you. Bold move. What did I say? Look at her. An invitation, being proactive, taking steps, making things happen, a gift for someone or yourself. What did I say? Coming right in your DMs. And they may not. You know what? They may not. But they may be very, very bold. They'll say what they need. If they like you, they'll tell you. If they think you crazy, they're going to tell you crazy. Like, I feel like whatever they have to do or whatever they want, they're quite literally going to go after it. A very abundant person, a very abundant mind state. And I've been trying to see where I see this in the cards, but I've been picking up they are very intuitive. And I think that's where the confidence comes from, because they know better. They know what they're supposed to be doing. They're sure of themselves. They feel very guided. But I also feel like this is a high frequency person. This person is positive, okay? This is a master manifester. Whoever this is, this person know how to manifest. Again, this could be your energy. And I feel like this is something that you end up teaching each other and like building something beautiful together. So it's very, very beautiful energy, okay? Very abundant energy. Maybe you're very grateful for each other. And then also with the document, we have text, agreement, love letters, separation or divorce, contract, news, legal papers, or proceedings. So obviously there could be some paperwork that comes into your relationship, especially with Eleba, the businessman here. But I also feel like, again, text and email. What did I say earlier? Sliding in them DMs. Okay, so like I said, you guys may text a lot, you may email a lot, there may be some sort of like transaction-y kind of feel to your relationship at some point. For some of you, it could just be simply that you primarily communicate through text or email, like it's a distance thing. And for others of you, it could just be simply like a text or a document or something in your relationship is something about that is important in your relationship. I cannot talk. This person may be in school too, or learning something as well. And then we have blowing bubbles. So fun, bubbly, manifesting, embracing the moment, airy, being in the now. So this person is probably very spontaneous, like I spoke of earlier. Bubbly personality. They like to talk, they like to move, they like to like they're just like this little ball of joy for some of you. Either they teach you to be more in the moment, or you teach them. Okay, so let's see what they have to say to you. Purpose. Ooh, now what did I say earlier? I know what I am here to do. Whoo. Now what did I say? This person knows themselves. They know their purpose. They know what they're supposed to be doing, baby, and they are doing it. Them being interested in you is a bonus. Them wanting to be in a relationship with you is a bonus. Like, you are just the literal cherry on top. This is not someone that you're necessarily going to have to fix again, or vice versa. This is just like, we come together and we bond and we have fun. That's the beauty in this relationship. But I also will say, either you inspire each other or they inspire you to find your purpose. One of the other. This relationship, honestly, ooh, and I hate to say it, but for some of you, this may be the twin flame. This may be the person that is supposed to help you move your life forward. If not twin flame, this is definitely someone who's important in your journey, okay? Because the one thing they're gonna do is inspire you, okay? So let's see when you may meet this person. Let's clarify that. And a reminder, I do not like to read time in tarot because you are in charge of your journey. This could change at any point in time, depending on the choices that you make at any given moment. But it's fun to see. So let's see. When might you meet this person? Make it clear, Spirit guides. When might pile number 3 meet this partner? Interesting. December keeps coming out for everybody, but December on a Wednesday. This person might be born on a Wednesday, I feel the need to say, or the name might be Wednesday. I know that's random, but for somebody out there, your spouse's name is Wednesday. And they were born on a Wednesday. Clarity. When might pile number 3 meet their person? 2 more. Make it clear, make it clear. October. 1 more, clarifying. What do they need to know about this person? When might they meet this person? Thank you. Child, they try to give y'all the whole deck. The 5th through the 10th of the month. Okay, so the 5th through the 10th in December, maybe I could say October through December, on a Wednesday. So let me know in the comments if that is happening. Thank you so much for watching this reading, pile number 3. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.